So this is a short video of how I rescued this 2006 Mini Cooper S 6-speed supercharged. Now, my intentions were not to buy a car when I seen this ad. My intentions were to look for parts for this guy. This is a 2008 Cooper automatic base engine N12. I was looking for some plastic trim pieces. I was looking for, I don't know what you want to call it, but the door seal kind of emblem here, the silver piece. Both sides are missing. I was also looking for a replacement antenna. And just underneath here, the battery cover for this cowl piece, the door, is missing. So on Facebook Marketplace, I was looking for many parts when I seen this ad for this car. The ad basically said, many parts parting out, with a picture of this car. I was very curious of the condition of the car because I've been kind of looking for this generation and this configuration. 6-speed, supercharged. You know, the body color isn't too bad. The short of the long story here basically is I messaged the guy. I said, hey, what's the issue with this car? Just curious. And he responded quickly and he said it has electrical issues. And I'd asked him, and I responded with, are you willing to sell the car as a whole if it hasn't been picked out? And he said he was more than willing to have me come by and take a look at it, which I did. Now, when I showed up to the site here, where the car was, it was literally a guy that's business was, he buys vehicles that owners don't want to put any more money into. He buys them for a scrap, picks them up, parts them out. So when I looked at it, it was in a dark barn with very little lights. And he had brought a battery charger out, hooked it up. The issues it was having electrically is that the windows weren't going up, or they were going up randomly. He had no interior dash lights. The sunroof didn't work. And when you turn the vehicle off, the brake lights would stay on and kill the battery. So he originally wanted to keep it and drive it around. He'd put a new alternator in it and did a service. He didn't really disclose what the service was. Oil looks pretty brand new. Tires are not too bad. You know, the bodywork is okay. I mean, it's got some rust down here. I think it's typical for this year. It's got some rust here. It looks like someone tried to do some bodywork in the past. It's missing some bulbs in here for the license plate light. Sunroof doesn't work. I don't know if it's jammed. And the body, it's all there. Just the rust in the back. The front, it looks like someone tried to paint this. I don't know why. You can see evidence here. It's definitely got overspray. It's got some dents, as you can see. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There's a little bit of a depression there. On this side here, we have, you can kind of see it. It's just a dusty look, overspray look. You know, we got evidence here of poor taping up. You know, we got some evidence here that you can't see maybe, but it's blue here. So, but other than that, it's pretty solid. It runs, it drives nice. I drove it home. It's got some clear missing here, starting to fade away. The interior is pretty clean. The clutch feels like it's pretty much brand new. Just the way it grabs and where it releases. Seats are in good shape. It's got a small little tear down there. Let's see if I can get a shot right there. So I cleaned it out. I shampooed the carpets. There was some coffee stains. I took all these trim pieces off just to clean it out. I did replace the switches already to kind of combat the window issues. It seemed to fix the driver's side, not so much the passenger side. The electrical issues I resolved. I did make a small video. I'm just trying to see, how it turned out, if it's a good video to put up. But the bulk of the electrical issues were based just behind this kick panel here on the driver's side. There's like a 42-pin connector that goes from the fuse block to another harness that kind of feeds everything on the inside. And that was corroded. That was heavily corroded. It wasn't wet there. It's pretty dry. I don't know if the vehicle leaks. I haven't had it in the rain. I think it probably does leak, especially in the back where the battery is, because there was some water there. It's hard to say. But I basically took the connector apart, 42-pin connector apart. Couldn't save it. You'll see it in the video. The pins are destroyed. I basically cut each wire and then connected them back to each other with, spliced them back to each other wire by wire. It took some time. But once that was all done, had all my electrical fixed, except for the sunroof, which I think is another issue. I think it's jammed. I think I'm going to work on that in the wintertime next year. And like I said, the passenger side window doesn't work. I also had a cracked tail light on the driver's side, which I replaced. I found one at the wrecker. Drives super nice, super smooth. Doesn't smoke, doesn't run rough. It does have, I believe it has front suspension bushing issues. The rear control arm bushings that go into the subframe, I believe they're kind of pooched. Brakes are good. They're a little rusty from sitting, but other than that, the rotors are good. The pads are brand new as far as thickness goes. And that's basically it. So this guy's going to part this out for peanuts, I guess. I mean, the motor's probably worth something, but, other than that, the body, needs to get repainted. I'm not too worried about that. Interior is pretty good. So I don't know what it was with this particular vehicle. It just kept haunting me after I saw it. I looked at it the first time, left. And I've looked at many vehicles just to kind of for information's sake, just to look, just to see it in person, especially if I'm kind of curious in that make and model. But there's just something about this car that just wouldn't leave me alone. I don't know what it is. Anyways, called him back, haggled over a price. Paid him basically what he was asking for it, and drove it home. And I think what sold me on it was that it was drivable and it drove super nice. I got it on the highway speeds. This thing wants to go. I can't explain it. Some cars this car wasn't ready to die. It was ready to drive. It was like, silly as it sounds, it was happy to be on that highway, just cruising. 6-speed highway speeds there, so smooth. It was just happy. It's like that's where it belonged. It was destined to be a parts car, and it was just chewing me up inside. I'm like, man, they don't make cars like this anymore. Little four-banger supercharged, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm a little silly. Maybe not. But either way, it's out. This is not going to get parted out. I'm going to slowly get it back up. It is drivable. Like, it doesn't really, I haven't really looked I looked underneath, see if I can see any rust. Surface rust I see. I haven't really dived into it. I'm going to jack it up and take a look. I'll make another video of that. But other than that, I'll fix this. I'll put some money into the suspension. Probably service the supercharger. Give it an oil change, stuff like that. Fix any leaks, and then just drive it and enjoy it. So that's my video. Hopefully I didn't ramble on. Hopefully it's something interesting. I'll do my best to, video repairs and whatnot I do to the vehicle and go from there. If you like it, please like and subscribe.